What's going on, YouTube? It's right here, Rep again with another episode of Off the Break. I'm Ordyh, and I'm here with. Just kidding. Hyper is actually on vacation with his family right now, so he's actually going to be gone for a little bit, which is fine because the next 3 weeks there's going to be no CDL tournaments, so it's good, perfect time for him. But I'm gonna run this one solo. We're just gonna wrap up everything real quickly. This weekend was CDL Los Angeles. We had obviously, like I said before, two groups, two teams make it out of each group. Finals. You guys know the drill. Biggest takeaways from Group B, we had the Atlanta FaZe sweeping the Florida Mutineers, Dallas Empire 3-1 Subliners. There's no really big takeaway here from Group B. Those are the two teams that made it out. The eventual champs, the Dallas Empire, they played pretty well. FaZe, again, like I said, they swept Florida. They swept Dallas in the second part of the group still. Florida managed to make their way out by beating Florida later on. There's no really big takeaways there. I feel like with everything that happened recently, with all these team changes, half the teams that were in this event all had a substitute. Florida had a substitute with Pharaoh because Pristini didn't make it. He wasn't feeling well. Like, I don't know exactly what was going on. Some people said he was sick. Some people saying, obviously like mental sick, just needed some time off, and that's totally understandable. Sometimes you need to rest yourself, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So there's nothing really wrong with that. Subliners had Happy in, did not perform really well. So again, that's the big story of this whole event was substitutes and them not performing well at all. Like the four teams who made it out were the four teams that I and Hyper both predicted. In Group A, we had the Minnesota Rocker 3-1 Seattle, and the big match of the night for night one was LA Guerrillas versus Optic. Optic came to play this weekend. That's my biggest takeaway from Group A. Optic was down 0-2 to Guerrillas. They came back and won 3 straight with the reverse sweep. And then the surprising factor was Optic swept Rocker in the next round to make it into the top 4. I did predict Rocker and Optic to make it out, but it was going to be flipped. I predicted that Rocker was going to beat Optic like 3-1 and 3-2, and then Optic would have to fight through the losers part of their group. But it actually was the opposite. It was actually insane. I'm going to give credit where credit's due to Optic. They played really well. Really happy for them because I've said this all year so far, that once they start to figure it out and they start to click and they start to change up some stuff and pick the right maps to play on, they were going to start performing well, and they did this whole weekend. Like I said, they won 6 straight maps, so that was pretty good. In the champ bracket, though, we had Dallas Empire versus Optic. Dallas Empire won 3-1. Honestly, I'm happy for Dallas, but Optic really did throw that match away. In Game 3, they had a solid 12-point lead going into the second half of Dom. They gave it away. Back and forth on the hard point, honestly, they gave that away too. They had a nice little lead in the beginning, didn't hold on to it, kind of gave it away, but I'm glad that Dallas did win. I picked Dallas to win, but then the next match was the biggest shocker to the whole world in the top 4. The Minnesota Rocker actually beat FaZe 3-2, which was insane. The Titans fall. I think everyone picked Atlanta to win this event, including myself, and they did not. It was actually a pretty back and forth match between them. I said the Rocker won hard point, and then FaZe won the search. FaZe also won the Dom predominantly, so they're up 2-1. Everyone thought it was over, and then all of a sudden Minnesota came back and swung on them in map 4 on Ramaza hardpoint. They won 250-247. They clutched up what they needed to happen and won, forced a Game 5, and then they just slapped them 6-2 in the search and Piccadilly, which was surprising because I thought FaZe would have won that because they're just better at search. But hey, again, that's the beauty of this whole format, that anyone can beat anyone. That's what makes this league so great, the franchise league so great, because anyone can beat anyone on any given Sunday and any weekend, and all these matches matter because there's no Cinderella story anymore. There's no loser bracket run anymore, But and then again, the grand final obviously was Dallas Empire beating the Minnesota Rocker 3-2. Again, it was a pretty close match. It could have gone either way, but Dallas definitely clutched up. Minnesota definitely came out. Like I said, they. Oh, actually, I'm lying. Actually, I take that back. Yeah. Okay. I got that backwards. Dallas Empire was up 2-0. They choked the Dom against Rocker. Rocker yet again clutches a map 4 to force a game 5. It was 250 to 247 yet again, but on Hackney Yard. And then this time around, the Rocker falls 6 to 2 in the game 5 Surgeon Strong Gun Runner. So congratulations I want to give out to the Dallas Empire, you know. Crim 6, number 34. These tournaments count. I'm counting that championship. And shout out to Illy and Shotzi, who actually kind of came to play this weekend. Same thing with Hook, his first title. Clayster's up there with multiple championships. We already know that. And now, like this, the last thing I want to talk about is the standings. These standings are actually starting to generate how I predicted the power rankings to be. So I'm just going to go bottom to top. And we'll talk about that for a little bit just to kill some more time because, again, I don't have no one to talk to get their side of the debate. So in 12th place, we have Subliners. 11th is Gorillas. 10th is Ultra. They all have 10 points right now. This is what I predicted. Well, I predicted Ultra to be on the bottom, and then Gorillas, and then maybe like New York right now. But New York did lose one extra match, so that's why they're in the bottom, because they're 1-6 in match count. Surge, the next three, it's Surge, Optic, London Royal Ravens. Again, well, you know, to be fair to London, they weren't at this event. Optic finally got some points on the board. Again, that's the biggest takeaway of this whole event. It's not even like obviously Dallas winning, FaZe not winning, and then Optic showing up finally. You're hearing it here first. Don't be surprised that Optic Gaming shoots up even further later on down the year because that team is just too talented. It's too stacked to not be a winning like championship team. Florida's in 6th place right now. Paris Legion's in 5th. Minnesota Rockers in 4th. Again, I'm not going to complain or argue with these standings. Again, to my personal power rankings, this is exactly where I have everyone right now. I would put London above Florida and Paris. I'd have London at 5th, Florida 6th, Paris 7th. Because honestly, Paris, don't let them fool you. I don't want to call them a flash in the pan because they're actually a really solid team. They're a good team. All of these teams are good teams. But most of Paris's wins are against teams below 500 right now. So their points in their matches are kind of padded because they beat on bad teams. Like they played Toronto twice. They played New York once. They played Seattle once in terms of their wins. Like, and then they beat London once. So like 4 of their 5 wins are for teams who are below 500. So I don't think that they're that great of a team, to be honest, because like their losses are all to good teams. So, and again, the top 3 teams, you know, Dallas is 3rd, Huntsman is 2nd, FaZe is 1st. You know, that's pretty much I predicted as well in my personal Zen power rankings. I have Dallas as 3rd because they're currently 7-5 in match count. Their 5 losses are to the top 2 teams. So that's why I keep Dallas there. They've lost to the Huntsman 3 times and they've lost to FaZe twice. Like you can't put them anywhere else. Now they just won a tournament, so now it's like they definitely solidify themselves as a 3rd place team. Rocker definitely solidify themselves as a 4th place team. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry that I kind of did this by myself today, but just want to quickly wrap it up for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think was the best part of this tournament or the worst part, or were your predictions right or wrong? Let me know. Hopefully in a couple weeks, the next event is the Dallas event. Hyper will probably be back by then, so we'll go over some of the videos. But last but not least, congratulations again to the Dallas Empire. Congratulations on winning the tournament, and we'll see them at Dallas in about 3 weeks, I think it was, or 2. It's 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. And that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace out.